Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. A lot of people have been asking me to do this video for a while. I kind of put it off and put it off because I didn't really want to do it because I didn't want to bash the industry that I'm studying and that I want to go into. But a lot of people have asked about this video and have asked me to do it, so I thought I would do it. I'm going to be spilling what it's like to work in the makeup industry. Don't get me wrong, I haven't been doing makeup for a long period of time. I've only been doing it just going on 3 years. And in that time, I've been studying it for 2 years, but I've been doing it longer than that. I've done jobs, I've done theatre work, films, TV, photo shoots, um, as well as doing makeup on friends, family, doing homers and stuff like that. So I have a little bit of knowledge, not a lot, because I've not been doing it, as I said, for a long period of time. But this is just my experience personally and what I've experienced doing it in this short space of time. Now, overall, in the bigger picture, I love doing makeup. I love getting to be creative, come up with looks, ideas, and get to work and meet so many great, amazing, talented, creative people because there's a lot of them out there. And I have worked with some lovely, down to earth, genuine, talented makeup artists. But then I've had to suffer working with, studying with some right bitches. And I mean it, I'm talking about bitches. It was like being back in high school again. It was like being 15 and 16, you had like the wee clique that thought like they were the dog's bollocks and were better than everyone else, and they just thought they were the shit, and they just had their nose up their fucking arse away in the air. And it was something I just did not enjoy, and it really killed the experience for me. And you get a lot of makeup artists out there that think that they're more talented, that they're better than you, that they're above you, that you don't deserve to be where you're at. You really do get people like that. And there's a lot of them out there, trust me. I have met them, I have worked with them, and I have studied with them, and it is soul destroying. And it can be quite clicky. They all kind of seem to click together. And it's so bitchy. This industry, especially beauty and makeup, it is so bitchy. It is so bitchy, and that's something I've had to learn the hard way of how bitchy it really is. Not everyone, not everybody, but some are really. I suppose you get that everywhere, but I felt with makeup it was even worse. It was like being back in high school again, and it was soul destroying. And me, if it was anyone else in the street or surround or that I knew, I would not take that. I really wouldn't have took it. I would have just, I would have, honestly, I just wouldn't have. And looking back, I wish I had put my foot down a bit more, but because I had to work with these people day in, day out, every single day, every week, and that was my life with them for a year, I kind of brushed it off, looked the other way, and kind of just let it happen and let it happen. And, you know, how these people think that it's okay to go on like that and to treat people like that, I don't know. But all I can say is bitches. And they're people that I would honestly, I wouldn't piss on them if they were in fire, and I'd have probably set the fucking fire. I wouldn't work with them again. I just wouldn't. They were horrible. They were nasty, and they're just the kind of people that if it was to happen in everyday life or in the street, I would have backhanded a long time ago. But because I had to work with them and see them all the time, I let shit slide and I let shit slide. And if they're watching this, hi, you know who you are. Hi, hater. If they're watching this, which they probably are, because people like that, they love to look at your stuff and watch you and follow your every move, but they won't double it, they won't double tap, or they won't pay any attention. But no doubt they're watching this, so hiya. And they know who they are. I mean, I'm not meant to rant here or really bring anybody down, but they made my life a fucking hell. Those years at college were just, it was awful, and I wouldn't ever tolerate it again. I really wouldn't. But I think this is the kind of industry that it is competitive, and you are fighting for jobs and fighting for work, and you have to be the best. And I totally understand that, and I get that. But being the best doesn't mean you have to be an absolute cunt to everyone else. There's a certain way of doing it, and doing it nicely, or supporting other people. You don't have to tear other people down just to make yourself feel better. And I found being in this industry, there's a few makeup artists that really felt like they had to tear other people down or just be a cunt to someone to make themselves feel better. But I suppose that says everything about them than it actually does about me. Because I'm generally just nice to everyone. Like, I really am. I'm really nice to everyone. But you get some people that just love to be nasty and be bitchy and be horrible and look their nose down at you and not pay any attention just for the sake of it. They're either threatened by you or I suppose you're just not their cup of tea, and that's fine. That is totally fine. You don't have to be everyone's cup of tea, and you don't have to be for everybody. And not everybody has to be your friend, but that doesn't mean you have to be a cunt, or that you need to be nasty, or you need to be horrible, or you have to treat people like shit. Nah, you just don't. There's no excuse for that. There's really not. And in this industry, you get a lot of that. And because of the industry it is, it's more prominent, and you notice it more than any other industry. And I love makeup. I'm not thinking it. I'm not at all. But I've had to work with some arseholes, honest to God, and it's just like, just some really not very nice people. Or they would be nice to your face and then talk the back right off you behind your back, basically. Or just were not very, just people that, they just weren't very supportive. They weren't supportive, and you can always tell that the issue, that they're having an issue with you for no reason, because they're supporting everyone else and they're being nice to everyone else, but they're just singling out you, and they've only got things to say to you, to bring up with you, to judge you, but not anyone else. And that's how you know that the issue, they're directly picking on you, because you're like, there's so many other people that you could be saying stuff to or having an issue with, and you don't. It seems to constantly be me all the fucking time. And that's when you know, nah, you're just being a fucking cunt. You're being a cunt. You, you're not saying this to anyone else, but you're just saying it to me. And it's like, you would, you'll notice that if someone's doing that, then they're picking an issue with you for no reason. If they're being nice to everyone else but not to you, then they're just being a bitch, or they're threatened by you, like, genuinely. They see something in you that they're threatened by, or they don't like, or they're jealous that you maybe have potential, or that you still are very confident in what you do and you don't really care, and people don't like that. And I suppose that can be some people's issues. And I'm not putting down the makeup industry, and I'm not saying any names in particular. The people know who they are. And if they're watching this, they know who they are. But this is an industry that you have to be very strong-willed, strong-charactered, and have balls to come into, because you're going to work with arseholes, you really, really are, and you're going to work with people that think they're better than you, that they're higher than you, they deserve to be here more than you do. You're going to come across that a lot, and you just need to ignore it and keep your head high, and you have to have confidence and faith in yourself that you deserve to be here. You know, fair enough, you may not be the best, but don't ever think you're the worst. There's room in this industry for everybody. Some people just don't see that there's room for everybody, and that everyone can encourage, support, and lift each other up. Some people just want to push each other down. And those type of people, fair enough. You want to roll like that, then that's fine. You be like that. That's fine. It won't get you far, but fine. Or some people are just that stuck in that high school cliquey, like, bitchy mode, that when they come into further education, or they come in out to the adult world, they form wee cliques, and they start acting like wee bitches, and they start thinking, I'm better than you, and look at me, and look at me, and look at me. And it's just like, you know, God bless your soul. Like, God bless. You know? It's just like, that's not, if you have that attitude and you carry that attitude with you, you're not going to get very far. Fair enough, you don't have to like somebody, and you don't have to be best friends with somebody, and you don't have to be buddies, but you can be nice. You can support them. You can talk to them. You can say hello. You can give them a smile. You don't have to be a cunt. And I think it get really. I always felt as if people always had something to say to me all the time. Well, that was behind my back, or it would be something so stupid and so small, but it would be me. And I would watch other people do similar stuff, or do something worse, or make a mess, or fuck up, or do something wrong, and not once, not fucking. I'm actually getting really angry talking about it. Not once would anything be said to them. They wouldn't even say boo to anyone else. But when they came to me, they were happy to open their mouth and pipe up. And I, for the longest time, tried to just brush it off. But looking back, I'm like, no, do you know what? I wouldn't let anyone in the street talk to me like that. So why the fuck did I allow that? And I actually don't know why. I really don't. If it was to happen now, I'd actually spit in my anger because I'm so fucking angry. I would tell them where to go because, to be honest, I don't give a fuck. And I never did. I don't need these people in my life. I have my friends. I have my family. I'm perfectly happy. Like, I didn't need to suck up anyone's arse or be clicky, or I really didn't. But some people find that they do. And really, genuinely, it's a confidence issue, I think. Um, but I don't want to ramble on, but this is the kind of industry you're going to come across a lot of arseholes, and you have to be prepared to just handle it and just get on with it and just know that you don't need their approval, you really don't. And I don't really have much to say on the matter. This video's been requested a few times, so I thought I would do it. It's a very angry video, and I know that because it's not. I've not had a good experience. Don't get me wrong. I've loved doing some theatre jobs, some film, television, makeup. I've loved doing all that, but working with some of the people I've had to work with has been absolutely soul destroying. Like, honestly, I'd rather eat rice grain by grain, or stick pins in my eyes, pin by pin, and ever work with these people again, or ever have the pleasure of having to associate with them again. Like, I just don't. They're not the kind of people I need in my life. They're not supportive. They're just not. And I don't need those people, to be honest. And I never will. And that's all I have to say on the matter. And I think that anyone getting into this industry, have confidence and believe in yourself. Bye.